Hey everyone, Ron Member here with your tip of the week, and today's title is called Grab Market Share. What am I talking about? Well, last week we saw that we had a nice rally in interest rates, and what is already happening is we see refi activity picking up, and it should, and it makes perfect sense. But what do originators do time and time again? And I'm talking about average and typical originators, and I don't want you to be that person. They go after the low-hanging fruit of opportunity, and I want you to seize that opportunity. But what do most originators do? They stop their prospecting. They stop their relationship development. They stop following up with their agents. And what they do is they go for the low-hanging fruit of opportunity. And I don't want you to make that mistake, because if you make that mistake, you're going to abandon those relationships and you're going to let your competitors swoop in and steal some of your relationships away. But what I want you to do is I want you to be that competitor. I want you to sweep in and steal, or as I always say, displace your competition, steal those relationships away, because originators do this time and time again. This is a pattern I've seen for decades. The industry en masse chases the low-hanging fruit of opportunity. And you're going to make money if you do it. But as soon as the market changes, and look, we don't know what's going to happen with tariffs. We don't know what's going to happen with the negotiations. Right now, things are really kind of messy. But the moment they start clearing up, the moment there's some clarity, what are we likely to see? We're likely to see money flowing back into equities, the stock market, and the bond market taking a hit. And all of a sudden, we're going to see the faucet of refis shut off. And right now, by no means is it a full-fledged fire hose. But we're seeing an increase, and I, as your coach, want you to take advantage of it. But I also want you to take advantage of your competitors. And the vast majority of loan officers are going to chase the refis, and they're going to stop the prospecting, because you've got to understand the psychology here, guys. The psychology is simply this. Originations have been lower for quite some time now. I have many of my clients that are doing very, very well, and they're outproducing the market. They're certainly outproducing the average. But wherever you are, here's the thing you've got to realize. If you're sitting at a low place in volume and an extra one or two loans, even if they're refis, it feels like you hit lotto. I mean, that's a huge increase to your income. So I get it. I want you to take advantage of that. But if you sacrifice your prospecting, if you sacrifice that relationship development, what you're doing is you're making money today that you will not make tomorrow. And I want you to do both. I want you to seize the opportunity today. I want you to plant the seeds or continue to develop that relationship for the future. We don't know what's going to happen with housing demand. Interest rates coming down. We know housing demand is going to increase. What we don't know is what's going to happen with inventory. We don't know if rates are going to move enough to get enough people who are sitting with the lock-in effect to get off of that and put their houses on the market. We just don't know. Nobody knows what the psychology is going to be. There's too many variables here. There's too many things that we do not know what's going to happen. There are too many things that we don't know what we can control. But what we can control is the actions that we take. Sometimes I know I might sound like a broken record, but when I see what was happening last week with interest rates, and I already see that refi volume is picking up, and I hear what even some of my clients are doing, and I'm giving them a little bit of a hard time about it. I'm telling them, look, go after this, but don't take your eye off the plan and the course of everything that we've been doing. Hope this helps. Go get them. We'll see you next week.